Let's take a look now at some of the geographical hotspots in the continental United States where we're finding that UFO UAP sightings are the most common. And simply I'm going to ask which geographical area of the continental United States within a, let's say, 150-mile radius, 150-mile radius, has the highest number of reported UFO UAP sightings. And I'm looking for time zone, state, city, and zip codes on the list. I'm also going to show you a nice resource we have that you can use for your mobile device to sort of track these things. You can see it scrolling through all the resources it's looking for in order to determine which area has the highest number. Now, I don't know what this is. A lot of the times when I'm doing these videos, I'm seeing the information for the first time. I kind of want this to be organic, but let's scroll down. It's giving us all sorts of qualifications. The highest absolute number of UFO UAP sightings within a 150-mile radius. Los Angeles metropolitan area in Southern California. Okay, it's a very high populous area, making it quite more likely that someone would report given the number of people that live in the area. Hey, 90210 fans, there's a little shout out for you. What's the reason for this? Consistently show large raw counts of UFO reports centered around LA and contain more New Fork reports than any other continental U.S. 150-mile radius. Okay. All right. These are the highest sightings per capita. So let's take a look at some of the data limitations. Public tallies, summaries, and media analysis are primary sources used in public analysis as cited above. New Fork, is the most commonly used raw data set, but it is voluntary, unverified, uneven across time and geography, and contains many reports without precise geocoding. All right, so we're looking at that Los Angeles, Southern California in specific. Let's do a little bit of extra research here and take a look at what New Fork is. You might not be able to see me enter it into the search bar. Did it come up with that already? Here we go. All right. It is a U.S. nonprofit based in Washington State that collects public reports of UFO UAP sightings. It was founded in 1974. It's a publicly accessible data bank. Try that again. It was founded in 1974. Its publicly accessible data bank allows browsing of sightings indexed by event, state, country, shape, and date posted. Each report includes location, typically city plus state, description, date, and other qualitative details. Though it does not claim that reports are verified, they are citizen submitted and may include misidentifications, hoaxes, or unidentifiable experiences. This one is showing that California has the highest concentration of New Fork sightings. Let's find this. Let's take a look at New Fork. Okay, we're going to take a look at the New Fork site here just to see what we're looking at. Okay, wow, this is a pretty good looking site. Post, databank, map, gallery, file a UFO report. Let's take a look at the map. No, I don't want my current location to be used. Let's just go ahead and scroll the globe here. Oh, this is very cool stuff. So you can just sort of Scroll. Oh, look at the sightings over here. That's the United Kingdom and Ireland. But look at that. Let's take a look at view the details over there. The United Kingdom. Okay, so that's just showing us there's a lot of activity in the United Kingdom, but look at the United States. Holy cow. Compared to the rest of the globe, the United States is just far and away getting the most number of reports. I wonder why that is. I mean, we could speculate the perception that we are the world's global leader in nuclear power, the largest military force, or the most well equipped. There's all sorts of ways you could speculate as to why the United States is seeing the hottest amount of hits. How's old Hawaii doing over there? Oh, they're getting quite a few themselves. But it's funny, they say Southern California, and if you look at the map, just from the bird's eye view, it sure looks like the East Coast, especially, Massachusetts, New York. They're getting their fair share, maybe even more. What kind of tools do we have here? I haven't seen this before. Okay, we can scroll. We're going to zoom in. All right, so look at this. This is, of course, the Eastern Seaboard. Here's New York City. You would probably have thought that this is a big hotspot. All right, San Francisco and Northern California. I'm going to scroll down here to Southern California and Los Angeles. Sure, painted in red, it looks like. And you can zoom all the way in. And can you pick each one of these out? Oh, yeah, 112 sightings. Let's take a look at the details. They're in Burbank, and a lot of these as recently as 2022, only 3 years ago on November 18th. So they're showing just an absolute huge amount of sightings. Let's take a look at the gallery here of what we're looking at. All right, so some of these are graphics. Maybe they're AI generated, artist depictions of what was seen. And I think a lot of these are not dissimilar from what we are used to seeing with reports of this kind. Some artist sketches. Apparently someone saw the Death Star here. Interesting. That is edited examples. But okay, so a lot of times trying to get some sort of artist sketch or rendering to go along with it, you could file a UFO report. Okay, this is very cool stuff. What a wonderful way to discover such a resource, I think. This map, I am very, very impressed by this map. And just the fact that the United States is just so covered. And it's so funny because we always hear about like these deserted areas and the people way out in the countryside almost alone, but like the middle of the country is the clearest of all these UFO sightings here. But if you look at the rest of the nation and the rest of the world, this is just exponentially more in and around our major cities. All right, this is just absolutely somewhat terrifying. I mean, okay, so just take a look at the sheer number of sightings. And each one of these shows you a number, like how many sightings there were for this, how many people maybe saw this particular object at this particular time in this particular area, Downey, California. This is just, it's mind blowing to a terrific degree, I'd say. All right, I think we should stop there for now. New Fork, check this stuff out. There is so much here, and just looking at the sheer number of sightings that these, if you think about it in terms of probability, and is every single one of these a hoax? Is every single one of these a case of mistaken identity? Hard to swallow that, isn't it? Even if you're just going around the rest of the globe, like over here in the United Kingdom, if you just took the United Kingdom alone, every one of these sightings, every one of these dots represents an event, but multiple sightings in one event too. So, are we saying that every single one of them, it would be a case of mistaken identity? Look at Moscow, though, Russia. I don't know what's going on there. Do they know to stay away? I mean, because I would have guessed they would have been a hotspot, but apparently I'm not. Apparently it is not. I don't know. That's not to say I make a comment on anything. Just a supposition I would have made. All right. Check this out. I have another resource I was going to show you. I kind of stumbled across Newfork. You saw me do it, and until then, especially if you're anywhere around in these areas, keep your eyes on the skies.